Hi friends, welcome to SBK English Academy. I am Sharan Basappa, English teacher at Government Adarsh Vidyalaya, Baswan Bagavadi Taluk, Vijaypur district, Karnataka state. In today's class, I am going to discuss Russian formalism, very important topic of literary theory. Every year's question paper of both NUT and KSET English, there is a question on this topic. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do subscribe now and also share the videos to others as possible as your friends, and also please like the videos. Now let us start. Who are the exponents of Russian formalism? How it was originated in Russian formalism? Huh? What is their theory of assessing the text or analyzing the text? So in Russian formalism, see, Roman Jakobson, Boris Ichenborn, Victor Slawski are the most important figures of this formalism. Also, we have to study the concepts Opejas. It was asked in the last year KSET question paper. Use it or discourse, fabula, story, defamiliarization. So these are the four important concepts introduced by the Russian formalists into literary theory. See, Russian formalism. Russian formalism, which emerged around 1915 and flourished in the 1920s, was associated with, it means the Russian formalism mainly associated with the Opechas, means Society for the Study of Poetic Language. You know, you have to remember this point in your mind, keep in your mind. Last year, Karnataka set question paper, this concept was asked. Opeja stands for Society for the Study of Poetic Language. And Russian formalism also associated with Roman Jacobson's the Moscow Linguistic Society, and also it associated with Prague Linguistic Circle established in 1926. This Prague Linguistic Circle's major figures are Boris Ichenborn and Victor Slowski. So you have to remember these three concepts, very important. Better to note down in your notebook. So next point relating to Russian formalism is that the school derives its name from form, F-O-R-E, form, means to shape, meaning. Yes, these critics studies the form of a literary work rather than its content, emphasizing the formal devices such as rhythm, meter, rhyme, metaphor, syntax, or narrative technique. See, the Russian formalism school or this theory or method focuses on the form of the literary work, but this Russian formalism does not focuses on the content, see, content of the text or the work, or and it emphasizes the formal devices. Formal devices means the devices which are used in language to form the text in the language. What are those formal devices? See, rhythm, meter, rhyme, metaphor, syntax. Syntax nothing but sentence structure, or narrative technique. What kind of narrative technique is used in a particular text? So that is also on the basis of these formal devices, the formalism theory analyzes the text or the work. But this formalism does not give any concentration or focus on the content of the text or the content of the work. So that is, so you can understand by form. Form, form means to shape, to frame. So what is the how this work is framed, or that language is framed? Language is framed on the basis of the formal devices, rhyme, meter, uh, rhythm, metaphor, syntax, on narrative technique. So see, now that for Russian formalists differentiated two different languages, between the two different languages, the poetic language or literary language, and practical language or ordinary language. Now we have to look at what is difference between poetic language or literary language and practical language and ordinary language. How that ordinary language or practical language is different from the poetic or literary language. See here, formalism views literature, or formalism looks at literature as a special mode of language and proposes a fundamental opposition between poetic or literary language and the practical or ordinary language. Difference, see how the practical language is different from that of the poetic or literary language. See, while ordinary language serves the purpose of communication, see, according to this formalist, ordinary language serve the purpose of communication, but literary language is self-reflective in that it offers the readers a special experience by drawing attention to its formal devices. See, the literary language or poetic language draw the attention of the readers by its formal devices. Just we said it, formal devices means rhythm, syntax, narrative technique, rhythm, rhyme, so metaphor. So these are the formal devices. So which Roman Jacobson, great formalist, Roman Jacobson calls literariness, that which makes a given work a literary work. See, though formalism focused primarily on poetry, later Slawski, Todorov, and Prop analyzed the language of fiction also. So, at the beginning stage, at the initial stage, this formalism focused on poetry only, but later Slowacki, Todorov, Prof analyzed the language of fiction also, and the way in which it produced, how that fiction of language is produced, the effect of defamiliarization. So defamiliarization is the concept introduced into English literary theory by the formalists. See, formalists looked at the structure of narrative and explored how elements like plot, plot, series of events, occurrence of events in a story. That is plot, how the story flows, goes, and characterization contributed to the narrative's effect. Prop studied folk narratives in his work Morphology of Folktale, and Slowosky analyzed Sterne's Tristram Shandy, the great novel of 18th century, as a novel that parodied earlier conventions of writing. So you to remember, see, Slowosky, the Russian formalist, analyzed the Sternes Tristram Shandy. Remember, this point may ask in the examination. See, next point, the formalism also introduced the distinction between what they called usette and fabula. So these defamiliarization and usette and fabula are the three concepts introduced into English literary theory by the Russian formalism. So what is difference between the usette and fabula? What is the meaning of these? What is how they are these Russian words are translated into English language? Shimila. See, they are roughly translated as usette means discourse. Usette means discourse and story. So story means that is fabula means story. That is the distinction between the abstract storyline, fabula, and the virtually infinite number of ways in which that story can be plotted. Plotted means discourse, how that story flows or moves, goes on, or that a series of incidents or events occur one by one. That is story or the discourse. See, major formalists. Now, to look at the major formalists or the major exponents of former Russian formalists. This kind of question may ask in the question paper which of the following is not formalist or which of the following is the formalist. So, names and works. See, first one, Victor Slowosky, major formalist name which associates with formalism. So his work, Theory of Prose and Art as Technique. So these two are works of Victor Slowosky. Next one, Boris Eichenborn. His work, that is Theory of the Formal Methods. Next exponent is Lordmere Prop, Morphology of Folktale. It is his work. Yuri Tainianov on Literary Evaluation. So this is his work. And the next and the best last is that is Roman Jakobson, the very influential name associates with Russian formalism. Roman Jakobson, his work is linguistics and poetics. So these five are the major exponents or theorists of Russian formalism and also their works. You have to remember these five works and Russian formalists. The question may asked on these points. So friends, I discussed today major and very important literary cultural study, that is formalism. The next class I am going to discuss structuralism. Up to that, watch my videos and share my videos to other of your friends, and also videos, subscribe to my channel, support me. Thank you for watching.